We're following breaking news from Northwest Detroit, where a police officer has fired shots at a suspect who was reportedly caught in the act trying to break into a doctor's office. Nima Shafei joins us live now with the very latest. What's happening out there, Nima?
Andy, good morning. This is still a live scene with one of the squad cars still out here. The scene is kind of diminished, if you will. We're in the area of Greenfield and Outer Drive, and you can see that the squad car remains over an area here. This is an area that they were searching for whatever they could find, be it shell casings or otherwise, linked to a suspect from earlier this morning, just after 2 o'clock this morning. Detroit police getting a call to come to the area of Greenfield and Outer Drive. When they would get here, they would find a suspect in the middle of actually trying to break into a doctor's office. So what do the officers do? They try to approach him. He runs off. Then as he runs off, an officer then, as we learned, an officer that's relatively new to the force, then tries to follow him, and the suspect pulls a gun on him. That's when the officer pulled his gun, his service weapon, and fired several shots in the direction of the suspect, not hitting him. This morning, we're hearing from the captain here on scene.
Our officers pursued him on foot and were chasing him around the neighborhood here. Gave out his description. Other officers responded. A crew coming to help them encountered this individual. Officer got out to pursue him, and the perpetrator turned. He had a gun. Our officer fired a couple shots at him in defense. We don't believe they took effect.
So this morning, the search is still on for that suspect. Again, a suspect that pulled and pointed a gun on a Detroit officer. That officer, we've learned on this investigation, relatively new to the force, on the streets for several days. That squad car here at the corner of Thatcher and Winthrop on Detroit's northwest side, just keeping a watch over here, where there was a number of officers here this morning. When we got here, they were canvassing the neighborhood, but they believe at this point, in speaking to one of those officers, that the suspect may have gotten away, but the search still is on. Of course, we will continue to keep you posted on this story throughout the day. We're live this morning on Detroit's northwest side. I'm Nima Shafei, 7 Action News.